What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the punk rock movie review. Give me just a second to check some things out and we will see. Let's see here. Alright. My apologies for the... What's up, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? Can you hear the music okay? Back to the punk rock movie review. Can you hear the... If anybody's on here, can you hear the music okay? Tell you what. I'll do it like this. I just want to check the music's in the background. I'm just trying something new. I want to check out the music's in the background before I, Oh, wow, you can. Alright, let's see how this goes. I can hear it pretty good right now. That's interesting. I've never done this before. I was thinking about doing a, on some of these where I just talk mostly. Let's see here. I just need to make sure I credit this guy with. All right, there we go. All right, I'm almost ready to get this party started. Okay. All right. Has anybody here seen the movie? All right. Film, save. Sorry, they won't let me do this before the... What's up, Daniel Sanchez? Been missing your lives lately. Picked up one of your tapes at the Havoc show. Let's go! Thank you very much for supporting, dude. The Havoc's so good, man. Okay, so the music in the video is provided by Karl Casey at White Bat Audio. I just want to shout him out. Alright, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Punk Rock Movie Review. I'm going to do these every so often. I enjoy doing it. But I want to talk about this movie that everybody's freaking out over, man. Longlegs, starring Nicolas Cage, Maika, Monroe. All right. Anyways, so I'm not gonna spoil the movie. All right. Well, I guess I can talk for now about the movie, and at the end of it, if anybody wants to talk spoilers on the live stream, we can do so. For the time being, I just want to talk about my opinions of the movie and my experience at the theater today. I want to talk about a little bit of movie theater etiquette as well. So Longlegs came out, and it was the what's it called? Like the ad campaign for this movie. It was called something. The promotion or whatever, right? It was wild, man. Like, I had to actively avoid information about this movie, which hasn't been the case in a long, long time. I have now seen the movie twice. I watched it with two of my best friends at Alamo Drafthouse where I work, and it was a great experience. But on a movie like this, that's this full of just information and feelings, right? You need a second viewing. And so I had an opportunity today to go out to Cut by Cinemark out in Cypress, Texas, off of like 290 and 99. So if anybody's from Houston area, just be wary of this place, man. I had been there a couple of times. They had pretty good food and okay service. The service has always been an issue there. I've been there probably half a dozen times, and the service has always been pretty bad. But the food was okay, and the theater the food was pretty good. The desserts there are good. The thing is that you can't expect everything to be amazing all the time, and so I don't. But boy, I tell you, today was rough, man. So this movie is an incredibly, what's the word I'm going to look for here? Disturbing, unsettling, uncomfortable movie. It's like an hour and 40 minutes. If you're not familiar with it, Maika Monroe is a detective with the FBI looking for a serial killer played by Nick Cage. We'll leave the details and the plot at that. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. It's people are calling it the scariest movie in decades, or in a decade, or of the decade. I don't know that I personally feel that way. But as far as quality, incredibly high quality film. Very good acting. Very good, I guess I'll say audio, because there's not a lot of music in it necessarily. The visuals are pretty. They're nice to look at. If you're a fan of good looking films, this is one that you might just enjoy watching. I'm trying to be vague here. I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody, but as far as the movie's concerned, I give it like a 4 out of 5 stars, man. This was top notch. And as the more I watch it, the more I think about it, the more I like it. Had my situation that happened today not happened, I likely would have had an even more like ecstatic feeling walking out of the theater. But I just left the theater. I'm kind of pissed off, man. I'm kind of in a bad mood because of what happened. So I'm trying to not let that... Sorry, wrong button. I got a new chair. I'm still trying to get used to it. Pardon me. I'm trying to get it's got 2 of the... There we go. Okay. God doggone, man. The tab... There we go. Okay. There's 2 of them. There's 2 of these buttons. I'm not used to that. And I keep hitting the front one and it's dropping my chair down. Anyways. Yeah, the movie was awesome. I watched it twice already. I would like to see it again if I can. I want to see it in a smaller theater with less people. I went at like 12:45 this morning thinking it would be like, all right, lunchtime on a Monday, who's going to be at the theater? And it was packed, dude. I was so bummed out. But, so, yeah. But as far as the movie itself is concerned, not a lot that I would want to improve upon. I think they gave us exactly what they wanted. I think there's a couple of points in the movie where Nick Cage goes a little too Nick Cage. But that's what they hired him for. So I don't know that you can avoid that. Maika Monroe needs to be talked about a little bit more. That young lady put in the performance of her career thus far. I just rewatched first half of It Follows last night, so I can kind of prepare for today because I knew I was going. And I don't really get the hype on It Follows. I'm gonna finish it tonight, and maybe I'll consider my opinion and review of that movie. But her performance in Longlegs is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. She put in a performance for the ages. I mean, she's so weird and ticky, and I was wondering, like, man, is she autistic in this film, or is she just kind of a loner type? Is she just quiet? Is she just kind of weird? Who knows? So they don't, you know. But wait, they're doing one called They Follow. No, I'm not ready for that because It Follows is not a good movie. So, at least in my opinion, I don't really get the hype, man. I've seen it. This is my 3rd time watching it. I don't understand that movie at all. I don't understand why. I mean, I understand the movie, but I don't understand why it's so popular. Man, I got like beard crap all over my shirt. This is the only problem with black t-shirts, folks. But yeah, Longlegs is a good movie. All right. That being said, let's talk about. Let me rant for a minute, dude. Theater etiquette. How to behave in a theater. Also, like, if you're an employee of a theater, I am very picky, but I'm pretty easy to please, and I tip incredibly well. So when I'm sitting down at the theater, and again, this is cut by Cinemark. It's a sit-down theater with a restaurant inside, like Alamo Drafthouse. When the young lady walks up, and she was very polite, you know, I think she was doing the best she could do. But she walks up and she's like, hey, you know, what can I get for you? And I said, I just want a cheeseburger and I want extra crispy fries. And I told her outright, I will return food. I don't want to. I want to tip you really well. I don't want to be a problem. I want to be out of your hair. but I don't like soggy fries. Can you please make sure they give me extra crispy fries? Just put extra crispy if you have to. Let your boss know. Whatever you got to do. It's not hard. And she's like, well, I'll see what I can do. Fries came out. They were literally cold and soggy. They were terrible. I didn't even get a glass of water until I was almost done eating. So I was thirsty by the time, like I was parched, right? Whatever, man. Food stuff happens from time to time in a theater like this. So I chalked that up to just, I guess, bad luck, right? I still tipped her well, and she was very sweet to me. At the end of the day, she said, bye, have a nice day, thank you, whatever. She was a nice girl, probably 20 years old. She didn't cook the food. It wasn't her fault, so I wasn't going to not tip her because of the food. But I did think that it's kind of crazy that somebody's that adamant about a particular thing being done. Could you just put a little effort in? Because she was making excuses before she even left me that, well, they might not be able to do it because they don't, I'll see what I can do type of thing. And I'm like, bro, you're setting me up for disappointment. Like, what are we? And then she requested the payment before she even walked away. So I had to decide if I was going to tip her. It was a thing, man. But as I'm sitting there, let's see. Sorry, man. Oh, I'm tired, man. Okay. So as I'm sitting in the theater, trailers are already going. 3 people walk in and sit, they skip a seat and they sit next to me, to my left, right? Whatever. I don't really care. Sit wherever you want to sit. But shut up when the movie starts, please. And so, waiter comes over, gets their food order, leaves. Movie starts, and about 5 minutes into the movie, they bring the food out for the people next to me. I'm sitting, and if anybody's seen this movie, it's dark, it's quiet. You have to pay attention to this film. I'm sitting back, I'm watching it. I literally have my chair leaned back, and I'm watching a movie like this. And then all of a sudden, I hear the noise of a camera, and then I see a flash. This lady has her phone out and is taking flash photography of a half a pizza in Longlegs. Bro, what? And so I literally look over like this, and I'm like, dude, what? And then I'm like, okay, well, she got her photo, we're good. About 10 or 15 seconds go by, snap, another photo. And I look over, and I was like, dude, that's crazy. And then, I don't know, maybe about a minute goes by. And then it goes, snap, snap. And I just looked over and I was like, hey man, could you stop that, please? And she looks over at me, and there's 3 of them, right? And there's a dude and 2 ladies. And she goes, what? And I was like, can you please not do that? It's incredibly rude. I just want to watch the movie. And she goes like this, what? And then the guy next to her goes, oh, ignore him. And I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious, bro? What's happening right now? And okay, so right then I'm just my nerves are shot at this point, right? Because I don't want to be a guy that's starting some crap, but I will. I'm not afraid to say something to somebody. I'm just not. And so I was like, okay, if that's all they do the whole movie, then whatever. I'm not gonna go get a manager. Da, 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 da. So I'm sitting there, and so the movie starts going. And if you're familiar with this movie, the first 20 minutes are fairly important. At about the 20-minute mark, that's a good portion into the actual movie, a group of 8 people walk in and start filing into the row in front of me, snickering, talking, laughing, trying to miss their seats. One lady's standing up and is just right in front of me. And so when are movie theaters gonna understand if you guys want to stay in business, the people that go to all of the movies, like me and my friends, you need to make sure we're comfortable. There's no way to remedy this unless you just make it a point to say, if you guys misbehave, we're going to tell you to leave and you can't come back. At Alamo Draft House, where I work, time to give them a little shine. If you do that and somebody complains, you get a warning. If you're asked a second time to be quiet, you're not. You're asked to leave. So, and you won't get a refund. If you're late or something like that, we'll refund your ticket or exchange it for another day. No problem. But if you're asked to leave, there's no refund involved. So my whole movie was just botched today, and I feel like I need another round of this film just so I can go back in and enjoy it and get out of it what I was hoping to get out of it today, because I really love this film. In the second watch, I I think that I liked it more, even with this experience. So I can only imagine if I can go in and just watch it quietly and just be left alone, how much I'm going to enjoy this movie. Because a movie of this nature has to be paid attention to. You have to be quiet, and you have to be observant. You likely need more than one viewing. Not everybody cares about that. I understand that. Dude, then go home and watch it at the house when it gets released. But this is the hype movie, so everybody wants to go see it. And when everybody wants to go see a movie, most people don't know how to watch a movie. Most people are rude. Most people don't care about you and your experience. So it's really frustrating because, you know, I did pay. I mean, I spent like $40 today to go to the movie and have a burger. And it's just wasted. Like, it's just wasted. I had a miserable time. My food wasn't very good, which I could have gotten over had I had something to drink and had I had the people around me behaving like adults. I mean, we got 30-year-old people acting like 16-year-olds, flash photography so they can put their stupid half pizza on Instagram as if anybody gives a shit about your pizza. Nobody's looking at your Instagram posts. Like, mine either, which is why I don't do that. If I was famous, I might go in there early and get some food and snap a picture and then throw it on Instagram. Dude, I'm nobody, man. I do reviews of stuff on YouTube. Even these don't get a ton of views sometimes. I'm not going to sit here and act as if I'm somebody I'm not. It drives me crazy when people behave like that. But I had to calm down a little bit when I got home. I was incredibly upset by the situation. That movie deserves my attention. It deserves your attention. If you're going to go see it, why would you want to miss it? And then at the end of the theater, at the end of the movie, they were like complaining that they didn't like it. And they're like, da, da, da. I'm like, you missed the first 20 minutes from taking pictures and eating your food. Like, I got there 25 minutes early so that I could get something to eat and enjoy my movie, you know? But I guess, look, I'm not going to expect everybody to behave the way that I do in the movie theater. But I do expect people to behave like adults. I guess I shouldn't. That's stupid. People are dumb. They are, dude. They're so dumb. Oh, man. Shoot, you might be dumb. I don't know you. I'm definitely dumb sometimes. Just not in a movie theater. I guess that's what it boils down to. What are we doing, you know? Am I dumb because I'm... if I'm in a movie, not typically. I'm pretty respectful. But, you know... Are we out at a bar? I don't drink anymore because when I did, I was really stupid all the time. But yeah, I don't know, man. Longlegs was a fantastic movie. I just wanted to get on here and talk about it for a minute. And I want people's opinions in the comments. Like, did you watch it? And if so, did you like it? Please don't ruin it for other people. B, how do you behave in theaters? Where do you go? Where do you live? Are your theaters better than this? Are your fellow moviegoers better than this? Because this seems to be a thing in Houston, man. Every time I go to a movie theater that's not Alamo Drafthouse, and even sometimes in Alamo Drafthouse, people just can't shut up. They don't know how to turn off their phone. It's like, why do you go to a movie and waste your own time and money? I don't get it. I genuinely do not understand why you go see a movie that's got this much hype and is this much talked about and not even pay attention. Order your food. Be late, first off, because they were late. Be late, and then order your food late. Get it late, and then start taking a flash talk. Bro. Daniel says, I haven't been to a movie since before COVID. Well, you might not want to go back, man. I hate to say that, because I am a movie fan. I owned a movie store for almost 4 years. I just recently sold it. I still have, I wouldn't say thousands of movies, but I've got hundreds of movies on hard copy. I've probably got, I don't know, 50 or so that I bought online that are just on my, you know, Amazon account, and then I watch movies all the time. So, you know, at this point, I'm ready to sit here and just get a better surround sound system for my office. I got a pretty nice TV over here. It's not really, really big, but it's big for this room, and it's a really high quality TV, and I do have surround sound, so I can make a movie sound really good in here. And I'm about ready to just make that my normal movie viewing experience at this point. Because I can close that door, I can lock it, and not let my kids come in here for 2 hours. And be like, hey, Dad's going to watch a movie. It may be something that's not appropriate for kids, who knows. But I am sick to death of going to a movie theater and having my time absolutely ruined by a bunch of disrespectful, shitty people. Like, they're just, it's, oh man. All right, rant over. Longlegs is a fantastic movie. I urge you to go see it. I think that movies like this need to be watched. They need to be supported. I hope they get some kind of backing for, I don't know if you could do a sequel to a movie like this, but, you know, I hope the people that made this movie get to make more movies is my point. Daniel says, I think the issue is movies go from theater to stream in like a month. What does that mean? What is the issue? I don't understand what you're saying, Daniel. The issue is people don't know how to behave in a theater. That's what puts me off from doing most things. Is people? Yes. Yes, I totally agree with that. People don't know how to behave. They go to public places and act like children. It's crazy. But are you going to see Longlegs, Daniel? I want to talk about it. I'm going to give it a few more days. I might wait till this weekend to do another stream, like a Longlegs spoiler talk or something, because I want to talk about the movie. I've got questions. I need to watch it one more time, I think, because today I was taken out of my element. I was sitting in there, and once they quieted down a bit, I was still on edge, thinking like, oh man, and I kept hearing them whisper. So they weren't talking at full volume anymore, but they were whispering a lot. It really took me out of the movie, but you don't have to wait to see a movie at home for like a year anymore. Okay, I don't understand what the issue was. What issue does that cause? I just don't understand what your point is, and I don't mean that in a rude way. I'm trying to make sure I can respond appropriately. Over there says, can't stand all the food smacking. Left theaters years ago, made my own in my house. Yeah, once I have a little more money, I'm gonna put a projector in here, man. Well, yeah, it's a good movie. I would say it's a fantastic movie, but I was trying to be as vague as possible. I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but fantastic movie. Just enough Nick Cage to make me satisfied. Just enough weird, just enough violence, just enough unexpected stuff. So, yeah. The sound design in this movie is crazy. Like, yeah, again, trying to be vague, but it made me, like, uncomfortable. Like, probably about halfway through the movie on the first viewing, I was like, this is starting to wear on me a little bit, but, yeah. Alright, I got on here and talked my crap, ranted, and blew some steam, so I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on the punk rock movie review. I'm going to try to do more of these. I think movies need to be talked about on the channel at least a little bit, specifically horror and punk rock movies. So I likely won't be on here talking about, you know, Training Day or something like that, or maybe like exploitation flicks, you know, martial arts stuff, but it's got to be in the punk rock vein, or I won't want to talk about it on this channel. So, but yeah, I'm a little tired right now. I'm gonna get out of here for a bit. I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all have a good day. I got some big videos coming on this channel, so just stay tuned, and please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We are almost at 6,000 subscribers, and that is something I'm incredibly proud of, and I thank you for all the support. So thank you so much.